This has always been fierce, and both of these teams know if they survive and advance from here, a host of opportunities lie ahead. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Ole Miss offense will have first crack at this one. Last time these two clashed in the Magnolia Bowl, it was the Bayou Bengals taking home a tight one.
And LSU took care of business, and they've done a lot of that in this series, but now Ole Miss has an opportunity to get some of that taste back, right? The rivalry game always matters. It always brings out emotions, Palmer. They get a chance to get a little payback.
Well, LSU's coaching staff always stresses that we've got to be able to make plays late because we expect this rivalry game against Ole Miss always to go down to the wire. They did it last time out. Can they do it again?
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Rebels will hustle to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
From the gun, the ground game. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. He leaves it with his back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Rebels send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So LSU's offense has its first opportunity of the day. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football, and I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and their sideline-to-sideline speed. But, David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, remember in our day, man.
Breaks into the open. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Leaves it with the back. Finding an escape route. Guided out of bounds, and the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physical. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
It's complete to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. To the air on second down. Snagged out of the air. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, LSU! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Going deep. Brings it in down the left side. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. And that's exactly what happened. Nice job.
Moves around to clear up the vision. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And that's the challenge today. A week ago, they failed the challenge. Last week, they gave up 5 sacks. They can't do that again today. This defense saw it. They watched it on tape. They know they're not doing a good job of protecting their quarterback, and already 1 sack on the day.
And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He makes a fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Turning it on. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Finds his target down the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Looking deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He's got it. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Makes the grab on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Rebels moving quickly to the line.
Guys, you just say Magnolia Bowl, and it sounds elegant and pristine and reserved.
And Ole Miss and LSU, anything but charges of clock malfeasance, downright cheating back in the old days just to get a leg up in this rivalry.
It
feels like they've been playing this game since the Louisiana Purchase and Napoleonic Law. They've been playing it forever down south in an area of the country where sometimes it just feels like it matters more. I can't wait to see what happens today.
And I love what Reese says. Cheating, yeah. If you're not cheating, you're not trying. And both these schools, obviously, so closely connected. Games are usually really, really good. A ton of talent on the field. Big bragging rights on the line.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The give on the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. From the gun, running back gets the give. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll go right back to him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got an open man. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down. The give to the tailback. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll move the tight end. They'll try the run. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. He's got 59 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard season.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Here's the handoff. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another 1st down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Lost to fire on second down. Pressure coming. Got the back over the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And the Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll toss it. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Off-play action on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job showing you his athletic.
There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Offense in the hurry-up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and this, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Got the first down and still on his feet. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. It'll be a draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Off-play action. Right on the money. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Dead center perfect. This is now a 7-point game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Miami is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Vinny Testaverde and Gino Torretta in the pantheon of greats to play at the U. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Virginia Tech. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. The screen, he's got wheels. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Stopped at the 37 after a 10-yard gain. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Breaks into the open. They'll find a way, drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Snap it to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run for it. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers! That his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Going for the big play. Intercepted. Got some room to run. He's at the... And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The give to the back. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25. The Rebels want to crank the tempo.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Right back to it. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30.
Really nice run there, picking up the 1st down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Line getting set on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Stands in and takes the hit. Hauls it in down the sideline. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Everybody holds their breath when this guy has the ball. On defense now, you got to stop the bleeding because you're allowing one of the best at his position in the sport of college football. Now have back-to-back catches. You better be anticipating this offense going back to him again right here.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. To the ground to try to move the chains. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give out of the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Never a doubt. Right down the middle.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that, and I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Ole Miss. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And after making the extra point, they're down 24-13. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
24, Ole Miss, 13.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Rides the back on the option, the give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Trying play action. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. Good pick up there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Pulls and fires complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Quarterback on the keeper. Runs through a tackle.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see deep.
Snags it on the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fakes to grab. Turning it on. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. And the Rebels are threatening in the red zone. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. The hand to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, we could be shaping up for one memorable finish in this Magnolia Bowl. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half. Time to get back to the second half of a flowery but fierce rivalry, the conclusion of the Magnolia Bowl.
The Rebels will boot away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quick strike complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give from the gun. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. It's complete. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He'll do it himself. Got enough for the 1st. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. From the shotgun, the inside give. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Complete downfield. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Quarterback empties his backfield. QB draw. Running to Green. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He's got him in the flat. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Power football with the run. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. And the Rebels will punt this one away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Makes the catch. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll field the punt and take it back. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Rebels in the hurry-up.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to...
Oh, he's got some space. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To the ground with the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple. And here's the third interception of the night. Knocked down at the 43-yard line, and the interception has him set up in plus territory.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those two interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Fires to the tight end. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. First down here for the offense.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. He has to take care of the football on this drive. You just can't survive throwing 3 picks in a game. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Snagged in the middle. It's Paul. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The play-action fake. Going to try to get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll go to the air. The screen, and watch out. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Rebels line up to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. They'll run it from the gun. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Trying to seal the edge on the right. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Trying to make magic. There he goes. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. They'll give it to the back. Makes a man miss. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He's got it again. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. So So we open the final period with a third down play. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Now they'll run it on the toss. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. And that, my friends, is getting the perfect bounce, the perfect punt, and the perfect roll. They'll have them locked down inside their own 5. Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety.
And, man, that stings because this offense needed every single possession they had left. Now down by 2 possessions, and you're kicking the football off. That was a play that kind of just ended this one. This offense had to put points up, and instead they give up the big safety.
And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. Cradles it at the 35.
Return is tackled out at the 40.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right?
He's going to throw deep right side. It's complete! Touchdown, Tigers! And the stomping has commenced. They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
13.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first.
Breaks into the open. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. A little release to the back. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got him. Not going to get there. Not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
Well, that play never had a chance. On 4th down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. The quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Finds his tight end. And he's dragged down. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He'll keep it on the sneak.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy.
Turning it on! Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
He'll try to pop the draw. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. It's a draw. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man on the right. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be 1st and goal. He was really beating himself up over that interception and that loss last week. I know he's thrown a pick in this one, but he's looked much more certain.
And what you ask quarterbacks to do nowadays and how much you put on their plate, one mistake is okay. Those usually aren't the ones that are going to kill you. So one mistake, back-to-back weeks, that's fine. You just can't make...
Touchdown, LSU! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Miami is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about at the U for a long time. They're up by 32 over Virginia Tech. Any big changes in this ACC clash? We've got you.
Oh, he's got some space. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. He'll pull it on the read. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. And the Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The lone back's got it.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Rebels look to keep this drive humming. Caught over the middle. It's Allen. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Fires complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Gives it to the back on the draw. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Takes a hit as he fires. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs. On the ground trying to pull the plug on this clock. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Now they'll run the draw. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Got enough for the 1st down. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Rides the back and leaves it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. They'll run it from the gun. And after the short run, the clock hits 0, and we are all wrapped up here. The Magnolia Bowl goes to LSU as the Tigers take care of Ole Miss. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.